All right, we on. So listen,
Well, talking of experience,
I just decided like I'm going to kick in right here.
You must be able to
If you want to watch the rest of the entire unveiling, like they went on a drive, they talked to the E team, they talked to some of their other racing teams, they got in the simulator, all that good stuff. We want to see the damn car. That's what we want to see. We want to see the damn car. So now they're talking to Lando and Ricardo, and that's cool. You know, I definitely don't mind hearing from those guys. I think Lando is a promising talent. Ricardo definitely has talent. Although I didn't totally agree with his Renault move, but like I said, he got that bag though. So when you go and get that bag, I'm not mad at you. Now we're just ready to see what McLaren did with the new 2022 variation of this car, the new car period, you know. So right now we're waiting for that. It's odd because you don't see it on the floor. So I'm wondering, what are they going to do? Like, are they going to take us outside, or are they going to pull it in? That's interesting to see.
Just being open-minded with, you know, I'm sure some things will be expected in terms of if we approach a corner like this, then the car's going to do that. But then other times it might not behave that way. So it's about trying to understand, okay, what do I need to do to get this car in a place where it's happy? So the long and short of it is just to drive, I think, at least in testing, with a very open mind and kind of do what you know, but be very experimental as well to see what the car likes.
I like that.
And then, I mean, for me, as the season goes on, or kind of looking at the season ahead, yeah, it's just to be consistently at a higher level than I was in 21. That's
yeah. Don't forget, you know, Lando got the new contract extension to 2025, I believe. Ricardo is still currently, I think, there until 2023. I don't know if he's going to sign a new contract or not, or even if he has recently.
It's obviously like, you know, we started driving it already last year. And we have the sim drivers as well who are always trying to develop it as well. But it's changing every time we go back in it, you know, because there's constant evolution, there's constant upgrades getting brought to the car. But it's getting better.
I want to see if we're going to hear some of the same verbiage that we've heard from the other teams as to the car is going to drastically change. They, you know, all the little stuff. So the car we see now is not going to be the car you're going to see like at the race. So I want to see if they're going to say some of that, see how that comes. But, you know, the Mcl36, we're going to see what it looks like, hopefully soon, sooner than later. I see everybody in that thing masked up with the orange, though, huh?
You look fantastic. Very good. And Megan's question is, which race are you both looking forward to most this season?
I wonder how many damn questions they're going to take.
I'm going to be greedy and take a few. Firstly, Melbourne, the home race. And it's, yeah, not only because it's the home race, but, you know, there's track changes. The layout's going to be different. So just excited to also go to, like, a new Melbourne. And then I know he's probably going to say Miami, so that's
right. Miami is coming up this. Yo, that's going to be like a star-studded race for real. Like Texas, I don't think it's going to be quite as big as Texas, but it could, because Miami is like that destination where people go and do the vacays. You got Star Island, you got plenty of stars that live down there, but you know everything's bigger in Texas. So I don't know if they're going to beat Texas, but it definitely can be a nice destination. Plus you got the beach. You know what I'm saying? So it's Miami's got that potential to be that top U.S. destination, possibly. We're going to see how that turns out.
Singapore, they're just cool countries to go to and get to have a good experience at, and awesome tracks as well. So those are on my agenda.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys. Right, I think it's about time, don't you?
About damn fucking time. We've been waiting. Let's see it. Please don't be no rendering. Please don't use that big-ass screen as a fucking 3D rendering or some shit. We want to see the actual car.
In 2022.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Mcl36 live right here in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, just so that you're aware, there will be flashing images.
Oh, somebody start having seizures and shit. They got to put that disclaimer out there. Like, that would be horrible. I shouldn't laugh at that. That would be. Look, damn, they got it on the screen too. Warning, flashing images. Like, if somebody has a seizure right here, it's going to ruin the whole unveiling. Like, right? Yeah, that probably could fuck somebody up if you got that issue. Damn, they should have did a better job when they pulled that thing off. They should have went like with a big flash, like boom. Ooh-wee, I see that old traditional mix in with that blue and that color. What the fuck is that? What are we doing? Are we now sharing the stage? No, just keep it on the car. Ooh, some variations there. I wonder if they're going to have like Lando one, Ricardo on the other. That would be cool to see on track. Probably fuck people up too. Might even fuck them up. Hopefully not. Yo, I do like it. I love that scheme right there. They really are doing a good job with trying to encompass all the team racing cars. Like, that's pretty cool.
Lovely colors.
Trying to share that stage.
Than last season, stands out a lot.
That color, yeah, that shit is
3,
hot.
You'll be seeing now because number 4 looks much better from this side. But
that shit hot.
It does pop though. I mean, there's no missing that on track, is there?
Yeah, it's vibrant. It's awesome. You know, I think, you know, when Formula One is a lot about
look at the wheel covers.
And that is
the wheel covers. Look at them. Those are looking sweet too. They mixed in that blue in there with a hint of those dot and that orange. That shit looks sleek.
I'm very pleased that before we've even hit the track, we look good. So we've ticked a big box.
But it's incredible to finally see it all built together, isn't it? Because you guys have seen it down in the race base. The mechanics
that screen behind them is not fucking calibrated.
Together.
Like,
it's quite special.
That orange on that screen and that orange we're seeing in studio is like.
I think it is, especially
not the same. Like, who calibrated that damn screen?
This was going to come out in what 2020 or something. So already seeing all the drawings and visions back then, and seeing how it's all come together to put this together, and seeing all the engineers and mechanics.
I like it. I'm liking it. I'm vibing. What do y'all think about it? I'm vibing with it.
To put it all together like this is pretty cool. So always a pleasure to be part of and to see.
And also great to see the other 3 cars behind us, the Arrow McLaren SP, MX and Shadow cars, all looking stunning.
I do also love the fact that McLaren has this women's program that they're really pumping into to inspire young girls and women to really get into the space and be competitive, because they can. And that leads me to kind of hint to a guest that we're going to have next week, February 16th, on the IG Live podcast. So you might want to check in with that. Definitely a nice first and monumental moment on the podcast. Are we going to go into some of the technical, some of the building of the car? Like we haven't really seen much close-up shots of the car. I'm not really liking
the design of this incredible car that Lando and Daniel will be racing this season. And now that we've seen it in the flesh, let's go behind the scenes with technical director James Key, operations director Piers Thin, and racing director Andrea Stella to understand what it takes to design and build a car from scratch. So we sent Karun in to find a little bit more.
All right. Okay, let's hear it.
The 2022 Formula One rules represents the biggest change to the chassis regulations in 40 years. And therefore, I thought it would be a good idea to find 3 of the technical minds here at McLaren.
We've been through all this shit, like all this extra fluff shit. Now we want
carryover at all from 2021.
We just want to see the car, man. Why can't they have this dude in studio talking about the car and actually showing the shit on the actual car?
More areas under the skin where things like sort of certain aspects of fuel system design or hydraulics design, that sort of thing, which can still package within the spaces we've got of a 22 car. But the vast majority of it is new. I think the only thing we've really been able to carry over is our knowledge of how to design a Formula One car and the methodologies and the sort of the beliefs and what makes a quick car and what doesn't.
It's always complex in a winter build, and the culmination of the regulations and the quantity all coming together has made it a pretty tough winter.
I guess, they kind of include everybody that has something to do with it, but
conceptualizing and designing the 2022 cars, because obviously
we spent like so much time looking at nighttime sweetheart drives. We spent so much time looking at the E teams. There was so much time talking to the other teams, the Indy team. Like, we spent a glimpse of time for what we really here for, to see the new car. Now we're back in dialogue, not around the new car, talking about the new car in some ways and not. Like,
it's always been variations on a theme.
Who I'm waiting to see who is really going to nail this shit. Like, who is really going to put this shit together to the point we're like, yo, we really are in touch, feel like we're getting exposed to this new platform. Because at this point in time, from although Haas was a 3D like rendering, I felt more in tune with seeing aspects of the car, but the shit was fake. Now with Red Bull and Aston and now McLaren, I'm feeling like nobody's really doing a good job of introducing us to the new car.
And for us, it's important that we see progress and we make step forwards year after year. So coming to this year specifically, I'm very encouraged with the level of and the quality of design and simulation that I've seen. But now we are ready to make the next step, which is correlation. We have made large investments in terms of a new wind tunnel, in terms of a new simulator.
We've now gone back to ground effects.
I bet that was a large-ass investment. Hell, you seen the price of some of these damn game simulators?
Differentiator between the teams and the part of development?
I think it's the enablers to get the floor to really tug hard with the ground effects.
Damn, I would love to have that shit.
Things, you know,
Woo, imagine the parts you can make for your builds. Damn it.
Subtleties in there which can be changed and developed, etc. It will be an aero race as always.
So last year we had 3 days of testing.
They got a lot of shit covered up, don't they? Like, don't show them shit.
6. So already looks like it's much more. But in reality, with a new project and 2 drivers,
did he say project?
Testing is going to be tight and it will look very short. So we'll have to be very efficient.
I'm not talking about nobody's pronunciation. I just didn't know if he said project
and we'll need
or project.
reliability such that we don't lose running time.
How much of a challenge has it been to, design?
He about to bang that motherfucker like hell. Bend it up.
While of course, the Mcl35 was racing competitively last year.
So that's always a trade that you have to make. Switching your resources at the right time is a key one to make. And we were assessing that race by race through last year.
But do you still have a few butterflies before the car first runs on track?
Always.
Oh,
but that's part of the fun of getting out.
Hell yeah, they got butterflies. Shit is new.
Starting. But I think
damn, they're completely fucking new.
Factory. And also our fans and partners to make sure that we roll out in good order, and really looking forward to it.
All right, now this is their opportunity to like get us some close time with this car and see it. It'd have been cool had they used the screen behind them to like show up close camera footage of the car.
A monumental team effort to bring all this together.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, also Andrea Stella's accent.
Shit.
I could listen to that man all day long. As can
they
Mando,
better
I
not
think he's
do
a massive fan. But I think this is as good a moment as any to introduce the people spearheading this team. Let's bring on McLaren Racing CEO Zach Brown and the Formula One team's team principal Andrea Seidel.
All right, here we go, I guess. Maybe. Hopefully we're going to get some intimate knowledge of the vehicle.
How would you sum up the winter period?
Well, it was definitely a very intense winter. There were many.
How many times you want to ask about damn winter? How many times we're going to ask about winter?
To present the car, so yeah, I can't thank enough really every single member of the team for all this commitment and hard work. I can't thank enough also Piers, James, and Andrea for leading all that, and yeah, simply proud to be in a position today on behalf of the team to stand next to this car and see it in one piece.
Well, you've still got all your hair, so that's a good start.
But it's an exciting challenge,
yeah,
isn't it?
The last dude from Aston Martin didn't have all this, but he was trying to hang on to that shit. He needed to let it go.
First Barcelona,
let it go.
Yeah, I definitely feel that the team is ready. I mean, we had a great season last year. We learned a lot again. We're going into our second year now also with the Mercedes Power Unit, which is a benefit. We have consistency and continuity also with our driver lineup with Daniel and Lando.
Does anybody else like shut the fuck up? And if you are going to talk about the car specifically?
I'm very happy how the team was approaching that challenge.
Look, Ricardo's like, damn, I'm so ready to get the fuck out of here.
In terms of how we all work together between the different departments as well.
I just want
Lando and Daniel put in a lot of energy as well in the last weeks in order to get ready. So I think we're ready. I'm looking forward to actually hit the track soon.
Okay, so what does it mean in terms of performance? What are your expectations? That's what everyone here wants to know.
She's wrong. Everybody wants to know more about the car. You're wrong.
That we have created in the last
Hella
years.
wrong.
We have ambitious targets at McLaren. We all want to be part of the generation at McLaren to get back into a position where we regularly can fight for race wins and also championships. At the same time, we have a realistic view on where we are on this journey. We still need more time to further grow as a team. We need more time as well in order.
Let me know in the comment section if you prefer this screen view with me and a separate screen versus the reveals and a bigger screen and me inside that screen, because I felt like sometimes might have been blocking up shit. So I separated it, put a little background on it, maybe did a little bit better viewing experience for you all. I'm open for suggestions to this. Let me know.
He's on a whole intermittent fasting thing. Right?
If you like more of the picture look, let me know that. Majority rules, that's how we're going to do it.
He's lost weight. That sounds quite hard.
I wanted to give you a hint, but...
Yeah, but when you said you were grumpy in the morning, that sort of put me off a bit.
I think it's breakfast.
Before we let you go, Andreas, there's a question here from Matt Abraham, one of the fans who is here in the audience. There he is, over there. And he's I'm going to have to read this out because it's quite a long question, but it's a good one. How do you keep up team morale and a winning attitude while also managing expectations, being realistic where you guys are at, and also your long-term plan to be competitive in a couple of years?
And fasting. Got to factor in the fasting.
He just said it was a long question, but it was a good question. I felt like it's a question that we've answered throughout this entire fucking reveal that's been short of the actual reveal. So he should have just said, you've got your answer throughout this reveal if you've been standing here the whole damn time, buddy. Shit.
The culture within the team that everyone feels valued and feels being part of a sports team and is aware of how important his or her individual contribution every day is for the overall performance of the team or the car. And then I guess if you have that culture, you have also this morale that you need in order to go the extra mile every day. And if you then have also two very positive drivers like Lando and Daniel, I think it's a big help as well.
I do think that's a good combination to have with Lando and Ricciardo. I like the combination thus far.
I guess that's what is required.
But next time, Lando, it's raining and shit, and you slipping and sliding, pull your ass into the box. Change tires, bro.
Right, Zach,
go for the inners, bro. Next time, just do it.
Of this car and indeed the whole McLaren Racing family behind you.
I think it looks spectacular. I can't wait to see
like you didn't see it before you brought your ass out here. Like, why did she ask him this question? Like, why is nobody asking the questions of, like, tell us about the suspension, tell us about what maybe you plan on doing to the front wing, the rear wing, the DRS system? Nobody really has seen that. Is the DRS system incorporated right here? Could you show us that? Like, the fuck?
A decade with Lando, a couple wins in IndyCar, no doubt Tanner and Emma are going to have a strong season this year. So to see it all come together, it's great for our fans. It's great for our people. Great partners, over a dozen new partners joining us last year. And then, of course, sustainability is critically important to us, and gender equality, one of the big reasons why we entered Extreme E. So I think very exciting times ahead for us.
Absolutely.
I mean, as you said, it's an exciting time, but there's also a lot to do, Zach, though, isn't it? I mean, you've got 4 championships here. You're entering a new one at Extreme E. You've taken over a majority stake in the IndyCar team. Obviously, F1 is developing. How are you managing your time with all of this? Because there sounds like an awful lot to do for one person.
We don't care.
Great people around you.
Not to be mean, we
honestly
don't care right now.
And his team have done a fantastic job. If you look at the journey that we've been on, you have great racing drivers and great leadership team. So I think the success when you have a big organization like this and multiple racing series, it's all about surrounding yourself with great people, and I find myself very fortunate to be working with the Andreases and the Lauras and the Daniels and the Tims and everyone.
I'm going to say that
team that runs McLaren Racing.
If every reveal
do as little as possible, let them do all
goes like these have gone.
You mentioned the partners before, and just looking at the cars, some great names on there.
Fucking sucks.
Tell us what the winter was like from a commercial perspective.
Here we go with the winter again. She wants to ask, is winter her favorite season? Like, are we going to ask everybody about fucking winter?
What we do. And
winter. What do you think about the winter? Winter. Damn.
Working to kind of get this beautiful livery on all these different
racing
cars.
Why don't you ask about the fucking steering wheel? How about we ask about the damn floorboard? How about we ask about the motherfucking inlet vents? How about we ask about cooling? Shit. How about we ask about the new fucking car that we're unveiling? That we're spending less time on seeing.
So we stay very busy over the winter, but I think now it's time to go racing.
We got another fan question for you from Leo Palmer. Leo, where are you? He's down there. Leo's question is really about how you organizationally, how do you stoke a culture across the 4 different teams to feel a part, like they're a part of a wider family of McLaren, really?
These people must have came. Did they pay for these tickets? Are there tickets that you can buy to go to the actual unveiling physically? Because if they paid money for these tickets and these people coming up with these bullshit ass questions, You wasted your money.
Sports culture inside McLaren Racing. So everyone loves what we do.
We just had a similar question like this. Like, why are we spending time on these type of questions?
Now that we're starting to have some success.
I mean, but if they pay like $1,000, then you know you got to read their question. I
Right,
guess
should we welcome
$1,000 for a ticket.
Stage, please, Lando and Daniel.
Don't step on the carbon fiber.
We've got time for another audience question from Anne.
One.
Where are you, Anne?
One more, please.
Hi, Anne. And Anne asks, which one of you will get the most overtakes this year? I figure I kind of know either both of you are going to say.
Corny ass question.
Oh, because you'd be further back.
If you get more overtakes, yeah.
That's true. Okay.
That's, yeah, you thought we were going to say something else.
Yeah, but maybe. No, okay.
No.
Yeah, shut the hell up.
More overtaking.
You just want to be on pole
Worse you
and
are.
then deliver the win, right?
Perfect.
Good.
But winning from the back would be cool.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. That's true. You get more glory if you win from the back.
So
Yeah, Hamilton's done
if I
that
could take both, I'll take both.
a few times.
Overtake and wins.
You absolutely can. Okay,
Thank you to
very
the
much.
hands of
Thank
the
you, Zach,
FIA
Andreas,
and bullshit ass
Daniel, and
stewards.
Lando. Wonderful to hear from you all as ever, and all the very best for the season. And to look at these stunning liveries is a real treat. So thank you to everyone at McLaren for tonight. It's been great. And thank you all to you guys, the fans, the McLaren fans, and everybody watching at home all around the world. It's great to have your company.
No, we're not doing it.
Come on, let's just have another cheer and let's get into the spirit of this. It's been great, hasn't it?
We're not doing this, right? We playing, right? We got somebody else coming up to explain shit about this car, right?
Now that we've seen these incredible cars behind us, but mainly the MCL36 here in the studio, well, everyone at home has actually got a chance to drive the MCL36 in a virtual world.
Does that include me?
But yes, and your children and everyone else. Even before Lando and Daniel get to have a go, because they can use, well, here we go. We can see it here. They can actually take a closer look at the car. You can have your picture taken in the virtual MTC. All of this on Roblox. Dan, you haven't had a shave in that virtual one, have you? But yeah, you can go onto Roblox and, yes, walk around the MTC and drive the car, even before these guys do.
You can find out more about that on
that is cool for the,
on our
you know,
website.
for the
Okay,
kids' experience. I'll let my
wonderful audience. One more cheer for the audience. To all of you for tuning in. We look forward to bringing you live coverage on Sky Sports for F1 throughout the season, not just the Formula One, but of course the IndyCar season. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, and we'll see you at
bullshit.
soon.
That was bullshit. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed in this shit. Yo, I will be back with more unveilings with the unveiling of these cars. Yeah, concluded my ass. That was bullshit. Who is going to actually do some great footage on the actual car? Ask questions about the car. Show working components on the fucking car. Just build it. We'll find out who's next on the schedule, and I'll see you back then. Just build it. Look out for new videos. See you on the podcast on Wednesdays at 1900 Eastern Standard U.S. time.